जैश ए मोहम्मद एक इस्लामिक मिलिटेंट ग्रुप था जिसने हमारे 40 सीआरपीएफ पर्सनल को शहीद किया था और एक कायराना हरकत उन्होंने की थी।
सबका नंबर आएगा। We don't think about death when you're flying.
Was there any time you had faced which could have resulted into a full-fledged war or escalation of war?
Your family, your father, your mother, your wife, your child, everything is forgotten. We had a lot of lessons to learn. Abhinandan had been shot down and captured by the other side, and our government was negotiating very hard moves to get him back. We will always get an opportunity to shine. Opportunity will come, hit your door, bash it open and tell you, take it on. Shine, do well.
You were the first fighter pilot who had dropped the precision laser guided bomb on Kargil.
In the cockpit in our 4x4-inch display, you could see the target explode.
Many of our viewers who are aspiring to become a fighter pilot, what advice you will give them, how they should develop their traits so they can become a fighter pilot and a successful fighter pilot? जय हिंद व्यूअर्स, मैं आपका फिर एक बार स्वागत करता हूं हमारे इस स्पेशल एपिसोड में, जहां हमारे गेस्ट हैं एयर मार्शल रघुनाथ नाम्बियार, परम विशिष्ट सेवा मेडल, अति विशिष्ट सेवा मेडल, वायुसेना मेडल एंड बार। बिल्कुल सही सुना आपने, वायुसेना मेडल एंड बार। और इस बार का मतलब है कि वायुसेना मेडल उन्हें एक बार नहीं बल्कि 2 बार मिला है। एक बार उन्हें मिला है 1999 में कारगिल वॉर के दौरान, जो प्रिसाइज्ड लेजर गाइडेड बॉम्ब उन्होंने टाइगर हिल पे ड्रॉप किए थे और दुश्मन के इरादों को ध्वस्त कर दिया था। और दूसरा जो वायुसेना मेडल उन्हें मिला, वो मिला उन्हें एक्सेप्शनल ड्यूटी और डिवोशन टू ड्यूटी के लिए, जो उन्होंने कर दिखाया था HAL द्वारा निर्मित तेजस एयरक्राफ्ट के लिए टेस्ट फ्लाइंग करके और उसकी सारी सीमाओं को चेक करके। सो वी विल वेलकम नाउ Air Marshal Raghunath Nambiar on our channel. Jai Hind sir, and welcome on our channel.
Thank you.
Sir, let's start from here only, since we are talking about the Vayusena medal. Sir, latest we had this Balakot airstrike, and we all know this was the time on 14th Feb 2019. जैश ए मोहम्मद एक इस्लामिक मिलिटेंट ग्रुप था जिसने हमारे 40 सीआरपीएफ पर्सनल को शहीद किया था और एक कायराना हरकत उन्होंने की थी। एंड आफ्टर दैट ऑन 26th Feb आर मिराजेस फ्लू एंड दे डेस्ट्रॉयड द जैश ए मोहम्मद इस्लामिक टेरर कैंप्स। एंड द नेक्स्ट डे, द हिस्टोरिकल डे came on 27th Feb 2019 when that time Wing Commander Abhinandan, who shot a F-16 aircraft by his MiG-21. And we all know, I remember the day of 1st March 2019, जब Wing Commander Abhinandan, he walked back to the India, and on the same day you took over as AOC in C, Air Officer Commanding in Chief of Western Air Command. Sir, for all the viewers, we would like to know, during that duration, what was going inside the command operation room?
I had come to Delhi on the 25th of February.
Sir.
That evening was the farewell party for Air Marshal Kumar, who was the CNC of Western Air Command. And we had a gathering at Akash Mess, which is very traditional.
Sir.
To say farewell to him and to bid him goodbye. Most of us in the higher Air Force leadership at that time, I was at that point in time the Commander-in-Chief of Eastern Air Command. So we had a sort of a sixth sense telling us something is going to happen. Though we were not, all of us not directly in the loop, the feeling that action was about to take place was there in the air. We
Sir.
could sort of almost smell it.
So sixth sense, generally we talk that ladies have got that. I think we are hearing first time that operational commanders also has got sixth sense. Would you like to explain, sir, how that sixth sense came?
Actually, it's like this. Being human beings, being Indians, being old in the sense at that point in time I was 59, 58 years old.
Sir.
You had an uncanny sense of knowing what the mood of the nation was. What was the scenario then, the backdrop of all what was happening. The Pulwama attack which you mentioned, where we lost 40 CRPF Jawans.
Sir.
And the feeling that it was time we hit back or we did something drastic. The feeling that some sort of a red line had been crossed by our enemy.
Sir.
All this was sort of boiling just behind the scenario. And being commanders of the Indian Air Force, you could feel and you could actually almost touch it and feel it that there was something going to happen. And the then Air Chief Marshal Dhanua got me into a corner.
Sir.
And told me, don't go back to Shillong, because that's where I was supposed to leave the next day in the morning. Stay back, I'll require you here.
Okay.
So I knew something definitely was up in the offing. And I couldn't sleep that night, even though the party got over by about, say, 11 o'clock and we had all gone back to our rooms. And I just couldn't sleep, and I could feel that there was something going to happen. And sure enough, I was scanning through various, feeds, whether it be Twitter or whether nowadays known as X, going through them. And sure enough, what was we thought would happen, that the Air Force would have a ringside role in this particular action, was right in front of our eyes happening.
Sir.
And next day in the morning, early, we went to the Vayuban headquarters and got briefed on what had transpired the previous day.
Sir.
And we were fully in the picture and knew everything that was had happened. The after action report was coming in by that time. And we realized how accurately our aircraft had flown and how accurately we had put in our weapons into the target. And in the days that followed, after I took over a CNC Western Air Command, I had a role to play in making sure to exactly know what transpired,
Sir.
what was the enemy reaction, what are the lessons we could learn from it, and how could we use it in any future employment of air power. All this had to be condensed and quickly disseminated to the field. That is very important.
Very important.
We had a lot of lessons to learn. You will recollect we had a fratricide where we in gross error shot down a helicopter.
Sir.
In Srinagar. Everything had to be sort of quickly grasped and action taken to prevent such a thing from happening ever again.
Very correct.
So all this was what I did in a live scenario, because the war had not yet ended.
Yes.
If you will recollect, on the 27th, Abhinandan had been shot down, and not only that, he was a POW captured by the other side.
Sir.
And our government was negotiating very hard-nosed to get him back, and in quick time. Abhinandan's parents had come into Western Air Command by the 28th when I took over.
Sir.
They were there here in the mess. Former Air Marshal Vartman.
Sir.
Abhinandan was his son. And naturally they were worried. They were not sure of what was happening. I had by then taken over command of Western Air Command. And in the backdrop of this ongoing operation, where the ops room was live and where communications with field units were ongoing, I had to quickly grasp and take charge of the situation. And lead it forward. You are aware Western Air Command was the only command at that point in time deployed and into the air operations.
Very
The
correct.
others were, how I would put, were supporting us and
Yes,
providing.
most operational command, sir.
Absolutely. And the others were supporting us. They were the ones who were providing the resources, both in terms of aircraft, pilots, weapons. Everything was flowing in, and WSC was the focus point.
Correct.
After taking charge, I had an opportunity to do a very forensic analysis of what had transpired. And therefore, I'm aware of what our shortcomings were, what our strengths were, and how accurate was our delivery.
Sir.
There was this problem which we faced. There was this feeling that all this had been conducted as if to alter the election process which was in progress at that time. And there was this euphoria from our side that we had done a great job. And to contrast that with, we had many voices in the country, some of them unknowingly were asking for proof as to what we had done.
Very correct. So that was being asked.
That was, I think, so a little too much.
Yes, sir.
In an ongoing operation, if you had to waste time getting proof,
sir,
and to prove it beyond doubt that what we had achieved was good enough or not up to the mark, I think that would be a waste of our precious time at that point.
Sir.
Having said that, I must tell you that the population at large was very clear what we did, and the most of the support which we got from the local population was very heartwarming.
देश को पूरा भरोसा था कि सर हमने आतंकवादियों के सारे कैंप ध्वस्त.
Exactly, because we were not talking any longer of Pakistan occupied Kashmir attack.
Yes, sir.
Which we did in Kargil. What we were talking about is getting into Pakistan, into proper Pakistan, that is Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, and hitting them right there where it hurts. Very
correct, sir. Sir, as you said that once Abhinandan had walked into India after he was captured as a POW, war had still not ended, and there were political comments, news channel reporting which was happening, and you were still in the command center where you must be watching the blips flying at 1 or 2 Mach speed. How did you made your operational decisions and had filtered those noise? What was your mental frame for this clear thinking?
See, whenever you face a problem, not only in a warlike situation, but anywhere in life, you have to break it down into simple parts.
Sir.
Look at them dispassionately, and the big solution, the big picture will automatically come to you.
Sir.
That's something which I have learned over my years of service.
I think
break down a complex problem into simple portions,
sir,
which are manageably not as complex, and then address them in sequence based upon your knowledge and wisdom as to what is most important, what is least. And once you do this sort of filtering within your head, the solution will automatically jump up and scream at you, take me.
Yeah, I think it's a big lesson what sir has taught us today, that for any complex problem we have to divide into small pieces and then we have to do prioritization. अगर हमारी ज़िंदगी में भी कोई ऐसी प्रॉब्लम आ रही है तो हम उसको इस तरीके से बड़ी आसानी से दूर कर सकते हैं.
मैं आसान तो नहीं कहूँगा,
हाँ,
मगर और कोई रास्ता नहीं होता है.
हाँ,
प्रॉब्लम जब कॉम्प्लेक्स होता है तो उसकी सोल्यूशन के लिए ये बहुत ज़रूरी है कि आदमी कुछ करे.
करेक्ट सर.
कुछ ना करे तो फिर वो भी तो गड़बड़ हो सकता है.
हाथ पे हाथ रख के बैठे रहने से अच्छा है कि वी हैव टू मूव फॉरवर्ड.
बिल्कुल.
यस सर. सर, इन द वॉर वी यूज अ टर्म फॉग ऑफ वॉर. When this was complete operation was going on and there were a political commentary, there were negotiation on diplomatic channel also. Was there any time you had faced a wrong information or a wrong call out which could have resulted into a full-fledged war or escalation of war?
Fog of war is something which is not fog. It's actually a thing which happens. If you recollect, when we lost that Mi-17 in Srinagar,
sir,
It was shot because of the fog of war.
Okay, sir.
It was an aircraft which was launched from Srinagar.
Sir.
It was known to Srinagar that this aircraft was airborne. It was the aircraft which was called back to Srinagar because the attack from the Pakistani aircrafts were detected coming up, and a number of them were seen to be gathering.
Sir.
We knew what was happening, but the presence of this helicopter was assumed to be a part of the enemy. Our systems
Okay.
told us there is an aircraft in the sky.
Sir.
Our fog of war confused our people on the ground to feel that this was an enemy aircraft, which was probably trying to come in, a UAV or some low-speed aircraft of its nature trying to come into Srinagar.
Sir.
This is the fog of war, and it is
And
always
we had to
known
bear
to
that
happen.
loss
We have
of
to
our
bear-
own
It is.
aircraft.
We cannot afford to bear such losses. These are very tragic.
Very correct.
Human lives involved, and it is something which we have to watch out for always. But this is a fact of life. There will be fogs of war. Let me also put it to another way.
Sir.
The war today has become so very information driven that when on the 27th morning the aircrafts of the Pakistani side started gathering up
Sir.
to form up and try and intrude into our territory, I was at that time in the ops room at Vayu Bhavan.
Sir.
And on my AFNet phone, AFCEL,
Sir.
I get a call from my SASO sitting in Shillong.
Okay, sir.
He was then Air Marshal Sandeep Singh.
Sir.
He calls me up and tells me, "Sir, there is a gathering."
Okay.
Sitting in Shillong,
Acha, he is telling you what is
1,500
happening.
kilometers away,
Haan.
he was aware of what is happening in Pakistan.
Sir.
And he was telling me, I said, "Sandeep, I'm already here. I'm watching it
Okay.
in the screen here."
Sir.
So he was getting the same information I was, though we were separated by almost 2,000 kilometers of distance. So to certain extent, the fog of war is reduced.
Sir.
But even in those circumstances, that is not totally done away with. So
Because one side we say this time, sir, ki Indian Air Force is fully, or we will say it is integrated right now. We have all latest technologies. The systems have been upgraded. On another side, we are saying that we were failed to identify whether it is a friendly aircraft or foe aircraft. So it's a kind of situation which still says that fog of war sometimes deteriorates either our decision power or what can be done to nullify this, sir.
as long as there are human beings in a system who are driven by emotions or driven by some other higher calling than pure mechanical motion,
Sir.
there will be some errors made.
This will keep happening.
Err is human.
Sir.
And therefore, to say that in the next time we will not have this error, I don't think that is practically possible.
Sir.
We will probably not have this exact error,
हाँ.
but we will have something of a different
Same
tune or
गलती नहीं
different
करेंगे
fashion.
सर हाँ, but
Or
we need to
कोई
keep
गलती
learning
हो
the
सकती है.
lessons.
We have to learn our lessons and we have to make sure that we think about how a war would be fought,
Sir.
conceive it in our brains, and therefore watch out for such failures.
Sir.
Exercise sufficiently hard enough, get as close to realism as possible in our training, so that when we do actually require to start firing bullets at at the enemy, we make sure that we don't fire them at our own.
Sir.
That's the most important thing.
Sir, since we all know that Mirages had an important role to play during Balakot airstrike, and you are one of the fighter pilot who had flown thousands plus hours in Mirages flying. हमने एक मूवी देखी थी सर 20 साल बाद. मैं आपको 20 साल पहले लेके चलता हूँ from 2019 to 1999, where you had dropped, you were the first fighter pilot who had dropped the precision laser guided bomb on Kargil hill that time. Sir, including me, all viewers would like to know what was the mission and why it was ordered.
Before I get to this mission,
Sir.
let me touch upon Balakot since you mentioned it.
Sir.
The most successful weapon which was used very dramatically in Balakot operation, was the Spice 2000.
Sir.
It is a 1000 kg weapon, which was designed to glide a long range from standoff ranges, where you could release it from about 60 kilometers and it would find its way to the target and hit with an accuracy of under 2 meters.
Okay, sir.
That was its precision.
2 meter.
Remember, the weapon itself is about 7 meters long.
Okay, and it can precisely
hit within 2 meters.
Oh, that's great, sir.
It uses electro-optical tracking. It is non-GPS based. It cannot be jammed.
Sir.
It will find its way. I didn't have an opportunity to fight Balakot because I was too senior in the chain of command.
Yes.
And I was at that time CNC Eastern Air Command.
Sir.
And took over 2 days after they...
As WAC CNC.
Yeah, as WAC CNC. But I'll take you back another 6 years.
Sir.
In fact, not only 6 years, another 4 years more. I was at the defense attaché in Israel when the Spice 2000 was being shortlisted for selection as a weapon on the Mirage 2000.
Okay, that's great, sir.
Being the defense attaché there and in the backdrop of some issue at that point in time, we were looking at the Spice 2000 as a replacement for the large laser-guided bombs which we had from France.
Sir.
These were high-precision, long-range standoff weapons. And the Spice 2000 was at that point in time the best. Go forward another 4 years. I was the commandant of AST when the Spice 2000 was being tested on the Mirage 2000.
Okay.
And the project team was deputed to go to Jaisalmer to drop the Spice 2000 to prove it before it got inducted into the squadron.
Okay. So it's a long association coming.
Exactly. I was then the commandant of AST as an Air Vice Marshal.
Sir.
And being knowledgeable on the Mirage 2000 and with a lot of experience, I decided to go for this trial myself.
Okay, sir.
Though I didn't physically drop the Spice 2000, I supervised the entire test. We accurately released 3 bombs. All 3 of them accurately hit the target exactly the way the brochure had specified, within 2 meters. And we were fairly certain that this is a war-winning weapon. It was accurate, it was standoff, and it met all the criteria which we wanted for it. And we qualified it on the Mirage 2000. Take a step forward another 6 years. I was now CNC of Western Air Command, and the Spice 2000 had just been dropped at Balakot accurately.
Sir.
So there has been a sequence of events which sort of put me where the Spice was in some form or fashion.
You have taken us to that flashback and coming back. It's a like movie sequence, how you associated with the Spice.
Exactly. I was associated from it, from a group captain day when I was the defense attaché in Israel.
Sir.
And all the way as commandant, as an Air Vice Marshal, and then as CNC of Eastern Air Command and Western Air Command.
Sir.
All it happened in about 10 years' time. You mentioned Kargil.
Yes, sir.
Kargil was the first time that the Indian Air Force dropped a laser-guided bomb in war.
Yes, sir. And that too in that height, in mountains.
Exactly. But even before that, way back in the year 1993, the Indian Air Force dropped a laser-guided bomb during testing.
Okay, sir.
Not from the Mirage, but from a Jaguar.
Acha, in 1993, from Jaguars.
Jaguar. And it so happened that I was the project pilot and I was the one who dropped that laser-guided bomb from the Jaguar.
Okay. And it was a test.
It was a test
flying.
We were qualifying the bomb on a Jaguar fighter.
Okay. You were test pilot that time?
I was a test pilot in 1993.
Okay, sir.
And it so happened that I was the project pilot for that particular trial. And I dropped that laser-guided bomb, which was called the Griffin.
Okay.
From the Jaguar. In that competition, the Griffin was pitted against the Paveway. And the Paveway won on costs.
Sir.
Go forward another 6 years, 1999, in Kargil.
Sir.
The Griffin had been purchased for the Jaguar. while the Mirages were given the payaway to American bomb. Both of them are about the same in capability.
Sir.
And I was now in the squadron, attached as an augmentee,
sir,
to take part in the Kargil war. The weapon had itself been procured in 1998.
Sir.
But due to sanctions, you will recollect we had carried out nuclear explosions in Pokhran in 1998.
Sir.
The Americans had stopped providing us the full capability of the
there were a lot of sanctions
bombs.
that time. Yes,
sanctions were there, and this bomb, though it had been transferred to our inventory, they had not yet, qualified the bomb, mated the bomb with the kit.
Integration was not proper.
Not yet completed.
Okay.
And it's in this backdrop that the Kargil war started.
Sir.
We had the bomb, but we didn't have the capability to drop it directly, straight away.
Sir.
So we went through a process again of doing it ourselves. A little bit of mechanical issues which were sorted out.
Sir.
There was a fusing issue which had to be sorted out. And by the time the weapon was ready, it was almost the 23rd of June when everything fell into place.
Okay, sir.
So you will recollect the war, as far as the Indian Air Force was concerned, started on the 25th of May.
Sir.
And by the 24th of June or 23rd of June, a month had gone past, and things were not really moving forward to the pace which we had expected.
Yes.
All we had achieved was we had captured Tololing, while Tiger Hill still stood in the front. It had not yet been taken over.
It was still occupied by intruders.
We didn't have much information of where exactly were the intruders. We knew they were in some places.
Sir.
Something which we are not very sure about. So a decision was taken to hit Tiger Hill.
Okay.
Now Tiger Hill was known to everybody. Everybody knew where Tiger Hill was, where was the target. The problem was to hit it.
Okay.
It was visible. You could take a binoculars from, say, Dras,
sir,
or from Mataya, focus it towards the hilltop, and you can pick up in a good day,
sir,
the tents which are perched on the very peak of Tiger Hill.
So they were visible, and we were well aware about the location.
Absolutely. There was just no doubt in our mind of where it was there. We had beautiful films, a video which had been taken by one of the MiG-21 pilots, sir, with his Sony Handycam. There was a beautiful photograph taken by ARC,
sir,
which clearly showed where the aim point was.
Okay.
Our challenge was to hit it. All attempts to do so by artillery fire and rocket fire and all the other capabilities which the Indian Army possessed had not worked out.
Why it was challenging for us, sir?
Firstly, it's a very small area. It's on a hilltop,
sir,
almost at the very tip. If you missed it by, say, 4 meters, the weapon would go over the hill and fall about 1.5 kilometers further away.
And it could have fallen on our own troops also?
No, it wouldn't have fallen on our own troops.
Okay.
When we were firing into it, we were actually firing into Pakistan-occupied Kashmir.
Okay, so that risk was not there, because lots of misconceptions are there. Ki if there is some error, then it could have gone to our own troops also.
If you undershot, and if it fell short, it would have hit our own troops. But sir, if you fired and missed by above the height, sir, it would fall across and go into the valley, which is right across. So the problem was to hit it accurately, sir, and despite a number of attempts from various platforms and from various, the accuracy required was not being attained.
Okay, sir.
Now, we were aware that this area was with Stinger missiles. We had already lost one MiG-21 and a Mi-17. And therefore, we were very cautious in coming down and aiming the way we normally do. That is, fire from very close ranges to make sure that you get a successful hit.
Sir.
That was not practical in this scenario.
So before we took this decision of bombing Tiger Hill by the Mirages, laser guided bombs, we already lost one MiG-21 and one Mi-17, correct, sir?
To enemy fire. And we had also lost a MiG-27.
Sir.
Due to it flaming out in the hills because it had, used its guns outside the envelope of the aircraft
Okay, sir.
in an attempt to hit the enemy.
But others too we lost because of
Stinger missiles.
Stinger missiles from
That's right.
Pakistani intruders.
That's right. So these were all there in the back of our mind. The helicopter, if I remember correct, was shot down on the 27th of May.
Sir.
And it was thereafter decided that we will not be attacking the enemy the way we were normally trained to, that is doing a dive attack and coming into very close proximity.
Sir.
So that was a challenge by itself. We required to do things from far distances, which naturally reduced the accuracies unless you went in for guidance, like laser guidance, to make sure that the accuracy was retained. And it is in this backdrop that the Tiger Hill attack was decided upon. It was very exciting. You could see these enemy tents in the film very clearly. You looked at it from every perspective. This was perched on the top of a hill at about 16,500 feet elevation.
Sir.
Tiger Hill, that's the altitude. The Tiger Hill trig height is 5062.
Okay, sir.
5062 meters above sea level. The valley floor itself was about 10,000 to 11,000 feet.
Sir.
One of the coldest places in the world, Dras, is in one end of the Tiger Hill Valley.
Okay.
The ridge which runs from Dras goes all the way up to Tiger Hill and beyond to the top. The war had now become a Tiger Hill war in many ways.
Okay.
Kargil had actually became a Tiger Hill war because of, firstly, the name itself was a little, unique, Tiger Hill. None of the other hills were had up a name other than maybe Tololing. Most of those hills were known by their trig height.
Sir.
Tiger Hill was known more by the tiger name and not by its trig height of 5062.
Sir.
And what was more interesting was Tiger Hill had a unique shape. Unlike most other mountains which had some sort of a slope, this had an extremely sharp incline upward from almost every direction.
Sir.
And the very tip of it was clearly visible. So if you were to put anybody and ask which is this
Tiger Hill,
it
can be identified
very easily identified. But seen from a Mirage 2000 cockpit, and from the height of 30,000 feet, all these hills look very puny and they look very small. They are hills, all right, definitely, no doubt. The only hill which is really clearly visible and very distinct is on our side of the Kashmir. We had the Nunkung Peak, and beyond that we had K2 Godwin Austen, which is the second highest mountain in the world. Very clearly visible, but across. In Pakistan occupied Kashmir. So finding Tiger Hill was not an issue. Our systems, our equipment which we had the electro-optical laser pods made by Israel called the Lightning. Day and night. It was capable of very high magnification up to into 20x. And it quickly picked up Tiger Hill based upon an inertial navigation system accuracy. And we knew where it was. Our challenge now was to hit it. So we were tasked for it first time on the 23rd of June.
Okay, sir.
Another few days we will have the 27th anniversary of the strike on Tiger Hill.
Strike on the Kargil. Yeah. So right time we are podcasting this.
So all of us were very keen to take part in this particular thing.
For every fighter pilot, this is the day they wait for.
Exactly.
When they can destroy the enemies.
Absolutely. Sir. Everybody wanted to,
Yes, sir.
I had the advantage that I was involved in the, not only in the laser guided bomb, but also in the lightning pod selection process. So I had a lot of knowledge. Incidentally, I should like to mention that I found the lightning on many types of aircrafts. Before this date, that is before Kargil, I had flown the lightning on a Phantom 2000. I had flown the lightning on a F-16.
Okay, that's great, sir.
And now I was flying the lightning on a Mirage 2000.
Okay.
The same pod, but with different platforms. Primarily because I was a test pilot and I was involved in its selection. And that's how I probably got naturally selected to a seat in the cockpit as the captain of the aircraft,
Sir.
with squadron leader Manish Yadav, who was my number 2, sitting with me in the rear
He was
seat.
with you.
He was in the rear seat.
Sir.
We've used 2-seaters for this operation,
Sir.
because that made life a little more easier. We had we had the capability to share the workload between the two of us.
Sir.
So on the 23rd, we set course from Adampur.
Sir.
Adampur is in the Punjab, about 500 kilometers away from Kargil. We got airborne early in the morning, roughly at around 6:30 or so. And the whole squadron was aware of what we were going to do, and
What will happen?
they were all, very eager to see the first LGB being dropped.
I can feel that excitement, sir.
Exactly.
How it will happen on
you
that
can
day.
imagine if you do
Yes.
anything for the first time in your life,
Yes, sir.
and that too something so important.
Yes, sir.
You have this feeling of,
कि कर दिखाना है आज तो.
yes, exactly. You had that feeling of challenge.
Yes,
You had a feeling of anxiety. Would you be perfect? Would you do it everything right?
Yes,
or will
sir.
you screw up somewhere?
Sir.
All these
all
self-doubts
those
get
thoughts
created.
comes,
Everything
yes.
comes to you. But sure enough, we set course. We took off. We flew for half an hour. That's about the time it takes for the Mirage to reach Kargil. We were joined up with Mirages from Ambala, one squadron. They were providing us the escort cover. And from 50 kilometers distance, I picked up Tiger Hill, quickly zoomed onto it, and saw, to our utter horror, that Tiger Hill had a cloud on top of it.
Oh, when it was easily identifiable, now you have a cloud on it.
Sitting right on the place where those tents were and surrounding it.
Sir.
We quickly changed direction, tried to come from some other angle. No help. The cloud just remained there.
Okay.
It was just sort of as if it was stuck and painted there. It was not going away.
Oh.
And dropping a weapon in these circumstances was impossible. We had fuel with us. The Mirage, in the configuration that we were flying,
Sir.
2 huge wing tanks and just 1 laser guided bomb and 1 pod.
Sir.
We had enough fuel for about almost 35 minutes on the target area.
35 minutes on target.
Yeah. So we hung on top, waiting for that cloud to go away.
But when you are on top, sir, is not there a threat that they could have fired the
we were
missiles
well
towards
clear.
it?
No, we
Acha.
kept ourselves well clear.
हाँ.
We never. Tiger itself is the almost border between India and Pakistan occupied Kashmir. It's like less than a kilometer or something,
Sir.
or less, in fact. We stayed well clear, and we could see Tiger Hill waiting for the cloud to go away.
Sir.
Unfortunately, I think on the 23rd of June, 99, those people, they were lucky.
Acha, the
It was
cloud
not-
didn't go away.
The cloud didn't go away. And we had but no choice to quickly set back
Sir.
and look for an opportunity another day. So on the 24th,
फिर दोबारा गए.
we went once again. Same timing,
Sir.
similar crew. I had Manish Yadav still with me, and the same weapon. The only change different this time was we had 3 Mirage 2000 2-seaters.
Okay.
2 of them with the bomb, and the third one with the Chief of the Air Force, Air Chief Marshal Tipnis.
Chief was also there.
He was wanting to fly. He had come in that 23rd evening,
Okay.
and when he came to know that we are going to go tomorrow again for the same mission, he wanted to have a ringside view.
Okay.
Direct ringside view to see what exactly happened in this particular attack. A very keen flyer. So the CEO of the squadron
Okay.
was put in the cockpit with him. And the 3 of us took off that morning at 6:30 and set course for Tiger Hill. And lo and behold, as we opened up the lightning pod to look at Tiger Hill, there was no cloud.
Okay.
And we were now
दिन आ
sure
गया था
that.
सर. हाँ.
But a quick look at the wind speed showed that the wind speeds were too high.
Okay.
The laser guided bomb has a limit of 50 knots of crosswind.
Sir.
That means if there were winds from 100 kilometers per hour from one direction, 90 degrees to us,
Sir.
the bomb could not be dropped. It would miss.
Oh,
It was outside its guidance envelope.
Another technical challenge.
There's a technical challenge. The only solution now was to change our direction of attack so that we came along the wing direction.
Sir.
and changed the direction,
Sir.
got down
Hmm.
to a lower height, which would have allowed us a different wind condition,
Sir.
which was now within the bounds of the Stinger missile.
Hmm.
But winds were perfect. It had reduced down to 40 knots, and the crosswind components were less than 10 knots now.
When you say within bounds of Stinger missile, means now it was a risky thing.
The Stinger missile could get to us.
Okay. Hmm.
But we had the advantage of standoff distance and we had the advantage of speed. The Stinger missile bubble is only about 5 kilometers
Sir.
from its
So
launcher.
you fired from the distance.
We were firing from a distance. So we had an element of safety still there. And again, we turned into target, picked up, zoomed in, locked on, designated, went through the entire process. We had become experts at it now. And at 8.5 kilometers, remember the aircraft is rushing at the target about 1,000 kilometers per hour. Everything happens super quick at those speeds. The target itself is stationary, but you yourself are moving forward at 1,000 kilometers per hour. And you can imagine how everything happens in quick time.
Sir.
Just before you can say 1, 2, 3, 4, the target
By
is
that
there.
time, okay.
8.5 kilometers, you release the bomb. And as I released the bomb, I could feel the aircraft jerk upwards. Because in one single press, the aircraft had shed about almost 600 kgs of weight. The bomb weight left.
Yes.
And it was on its way. We turned rapidly away and started now guiding the bomb to the target.
Sir.
Now, the bomb takes roughly about 30 seconds.
Just 30 seconds.
30 seconds.
To hit the target.
Yeah, because it has to go only 8.5 kilometers forward.
Yes, sir.
The height differential was about 16,000 feet. The target itself is at 16,000. We had dropped it from 28. So 12,000 feet. So 12,000 feet of height.
Okay.
And 8.5 kilometers of range.
Sir.
That's all the bomb had to move forward to. So it takes only 30 seconds.
Yes.
But to us sitting in the cockpit, it appeared as if it was taking
it's a
more than a minute.
Long daytime.
Everything's...
I can correlate this, sir. Like I did when I did my para jumping. The first jump, although the descent rate was very fast, and I'm not comparing the bombing with the para jumping, but I felt like, oh, it is not going. Even 1 second was looking so long. I think same thing must be happening there.
Time starts stretching, especially when there is anxiety with it,
sir,
accompanying it. And you're sure, have you done it right? Has something been missed out? Because there are multiple steps which you have to take one after the other in sequence and correctly to make good a target and to hit it accurately. Anxiety starts setting in. Maybe there has been a mistake or maybe something has gone wrong. And it's a sudden feeling of euphoria when the explosion takes place. It's soundless for us.
Sir.
But in the cockpit, in our 4x4 inch display, we could see the target explode.
Sir.
And we filmed it. It was automatic. Whatever we were seeing was being filmed automatically into our high-8 tapes. We finished the attack. We moved forward, went to another place where we were expecting some other target which we wanted to search for. We went there. And on our way back, we went back to Tiger Hill after about 15 minutes.
Sir.
And we filmed the whole place very accurately and very closely to see what exactly had transpired. Some sort of a bomb damage assessment
Sir.
means.
Battle damage assessment.
Something like that. So we filmed the thing.
Sir.
Moment we finished that, we quickly accelerated to 0.95 Mach. That is the load limit speed of the Mirage with its wing tanks.
Sir.
And winged ourselves back to Adampur in quick time, real high speed.
Sir.
Landed back. We were eager to see what we have captured on the film.
Yes.
We got the film out. And by then the squadron knew what had been achieved and everybody was celebrating and everybody was thrilled at what had transpired.
Grand welcome might have happened. Sir.
Absolutely. There was this, feeling of euphoria.
Sir.
We had transmitted, we had used the call sign till the hit. We had kept our RT silence. Absolutely.
Okay, sir.
But the moment the hit took place, we gave a cryptic call sign called Bundolo, which is Tarzan's call in the wild.
Okay.
So that was Bundolo was the
call sign was
announced on RT, and it was sort of relayed further to whosoever was concerned that
Sir.
Task achieved. We landed back quickly, took the film, put it into the video player.
Sir.
And now for the first time saw the thing actually in a big screen of 32 inches. Those days we had these
Sir.
32-inch television screens with CRT displays.
Sir,
And we got a chance to now see it
what has happened?
as to what has actually transpired. What we saw was some sort of a mini size with much lower definition than what we would actually view now on the screen. And what we saw was just before the bomb hit the target, we had 2 or 3 people run.
Acha,
Enemy.
They were trying to run away from
They
there.
were trying to run away or probably get into some sort of a
Shelter
trench
something.
or some
trench.
sort of a, area where they would be much safer when the bomb comes and hits.
Sir.
And you can imagine the explosion, 500, 600 kgs of high explosive, blow up everything in seconds.
Sir.
Very accurate delivery, perfect as it can be. And 15 minutes later, when we came back, since we had panned our camera all along the hill to see what exactly was left or what was when he had any survivor there, we saw one human being who were about 500 feet below who had survived.
Acha, he could survive.
He was probably well outside the target
Just
area.
500 meter away. Like
500
it was so
meters
precise, dropping was done.
Yeah, that he had survived.
Okay.
And he was slowly climbing up, heading towards the camp.
कि हो क्या गया है
Exactly.
देखने के लिए.
Yeah. And painfully slow because you're climbing a very steep slope. And there was probably some sort of a pug dundee through which they could go up. And he was climbing that up. And we could see that one person definitely had survived this whole thing.
It was an indication also that how precisely the bomb has been dropped.
Exactly.
Sir, since you mentioned that there were challenges like integration of Israeli laser pods or laser guided bombs with the France supplied Mirages, was there any issue with the source code also that time for the integration of these laser pods with the Mirages?
No, we didn't have the source code.
So
what we did was...
So it was a challenge because source code was not provided by the French?
Exactly. So we never used the source code. We did what we call emulation. The Mirage already had the capability to carry a laser guided bomb.
Sir.
And a laser pod. We made sure that the Israeli pod acted as if it was a French pod.
So that was a technical modification done by
the Israelis.
Israelis.
The Israelis.
Okay.
So the Israeli pod behaved to the aircraft as if it was made in France.
Okay.
So it gave out whatever was the required electrical and electronic signal in terms of address, in terms of voltages. Everything was duplicated upwards.
Okay. Did we approach to French that time to take that source code?
We had an option of buying an Israeli pod or a French pod.
Sir.
The French pod called the Damocles was also in the competition. The Israeli pod, the Lightning, won because it was the most inexpensive as compared to the Damocles.
Okay. So from economical point of view, we opted for the Israeli pods.
Yes. The challenge now was to integrate it onto a Mirage without having the source code.
That might have been a big challenge. Sir.
And that was a challenge for the Israelis.
Sir.
So they were contractually bound to provide us a Lightning pod,
Sir,
which would function on the Mirage and on the Jaguar.
Sir.
Our procurement was both for the Jaguar we had purchased 10 pods and for the Mirage we had purchased 5 pods at that time.
Okay, sir.
And the challenge was with the Israelis to make sure that the aircraft felt it was carrying a French pod.
And this challenge was identified prior to Kargil war
It was always known.
Acha, it was known.
Even before the procurement process started, we had this problem.
So we were ready with that integration already before that.
It is not
Kargil
exactly
war
we. It was an Israeli issue. They were contractually bound to provide us a pod which would function on the Mirage as if it was transparent to the aircraft as to where it was from. It would work exactly the way the French pod would.
Where I'm heading, sir, now again in 2026, we are hearing with the Rafale that French have denied for providing the source code. Have we learned something from 1999 to 2026? How we can become independent without asking for that kind of source code from some other foreign country?
The thing is, the source code or the capability is what matters to us.
Sir.
We should have the ability to integrate a weapon onto a platform of our choice,
Sir.
from a vendor of our choice.
Yes.
That gives us freedom. Having the source code itself is not good enough. What we require is far more capability. I understand and what we had thought about as a process was what we call unilateral upgrade capability.
Okay, sir.
What we call the UUC. When I were to buy a aircraft from, say, France,
Sir.
if I ask for a unilateral upgrade capability, it would mean that I would have the required handles and the required capability to take a third-party weapon and put it on my aircraft.
Sir.
And that is what I think is more important than getting the source code itself. Because the source code itself today on the, let's say, for example, to handle it, to work it, to operate it, I think it is very complex. It requires a whole set of dedicated manpower, which will have to be, for the lifetime of that fleet, dedicated only to that source code.
So even if we have source code, integration itself is a technical challenge.
Exactly. So what we require is a methodology of integration which allows us to use our facility to put in a weapon of our choice into a system which is already ready-made.
What do you think? Are we moving into right direction now?
Absolutely. I think we are very clear on what we want. We have operated such aircraft for the last 40 years or more.
Sir.
And therefore, be it the Jaguar, which came in 1979, the Mirages, which came in 1985, the Sukhoi 30, which came in 2007, the Rafale, which came in 2019, 20. All these have taught us exactly how to do things. And I'm sure we have learned our lessons and we are improving on what we have to do. There's a lot of mischievous noise which goes on in the background that this is being denied to us and that is being denied to us. As if the person reporting these are sitting in the discussions or a part of the negotiations going on. I think this is all sorts of, loose talk and probably attempts to sort of attract eyeballs and put in, very catchy headlines into videos to get what they call clickbait. I think that's what is happening rather than practical, actual on-the-ground work.
Thanks for clearing that misconception for all our viewers, sir. Sir, you also mentioned there is a natural emotion of self-doubt when you go for mission like dropping a laser-guided bomb on Tiger Hill. Most of the young generation, even experienced professionals, face this fear of self-doubt, whether they are going for SSB or any exam like engineering exam or NEET exam or any professional journey of them. How do you handle that self-doubt and clear your thinking?
Self-doubt happens when you're doing things for the first time.
Sir.
You have yet to prove to yourself what you're capable of. In many facets of life, there are many things you will always have to start for the first time.
Sir.
It could be probably dropping a bomb for the first time. It could be getting married for the first time. Everything has got some sort of first time in it.
Yes.
And when you do that first time, unless you're trained for it or you're prepared for it, there will always be this nagging fear. Will it happen correctly? Will everything go the way you planned it to? Or will there be a screw up? So it's a natural part of life and growth.
Yes,
and I think we should learn to live with it. Live with this sense that something can go wrong and live with the feeling that this can be overcome by training, by practicing it again and again and again.
By your continuous preparation.
Absolutely. So that when you do it, it should happen automatically and perfectly. Especially when there's a critical thing which requires, special attention.
Yes, sir.
You have to think about it, practice it, realize it, live it, dream it.
Sir.
And then let me assure you, when it happens perfectly. I've never found myself in a situation where I was anxious about something and it did not happen correctly. It always happens correctly.
तो व्यूअर्स को ये समझना होगा कि जब भी सेल्फ डाउट आए तो जैसा सर ने बताया हमारी प्रिपरेशन होनी चाहिए, और ये सेल्फ डाउट तो आपको आएगा ही, उसमें डरने की कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है. अगर आपकी प्रिपरेशन और तैयारी अच्छी होगी तो आपको क्लियर थिंकिंग होगी और आप आगे बढ़ पाएंगे. सर, नाउ आई एम टेकिंग यू टू अ नेक्स्ट path of your professional journey. What we have spoken till now, or our conversation was focused where you were trained and you were doing flying to achieve success in your missions, in your Mirage flying. When you were in your test pilot tenure and you have contributed in Tejas initial test experimental flying, जब आप किसी ऐसे जहाज को उड़ाते हैं जिसमें आपको उसकी सफलता नहीं बल्कि उसका फेलियर ढूंढना होता है कि कहाँ पे ये फेल हो जाएगा, हाउ डू यू डू इट, हाउ डू यू ट्रेन योर ब्रेन so that you can fly those aircrafts where you are looking for their faults and their failures?
When you say test flying, it only indicates what you do in the air.
Sir.
But the challenge of test flying is what you do on the ground before the flight.
Okay, sir.
And that I don't mean just before the flight. I mean the years before the flight, where a test pilot is involved in the design of the platform to make sure that it flies well.
Sir.
It does its task accurately and it is a successful design.
Sir.
No one in this entire field of aeronautics is as well versed on the holistic capability of the aircraft as is the test pilot.
Sir.
Everybody else, the designer, he may be an expert in aerodynamics.
Sir.
He would be shaping their aircraft to make sure that it has the least drag and the maximum lift. The electrical engineer who's designing the electrical system of the aircraft will make sure it has got the maximum power generation capable of handling the various loads, maybe it be the radar, maybe the electronic warfare system, maybe the navigation attack system, to the optimize.
Sir.
A hydraulic specialist will be at it trying to make the best hydraulic system which is robust, which has sufficient pressure to handle even a part failure to achieve. But it is the test pilot who is aware of every system,
Sir.
not to the best, but to a very large extent, and is aware of the capability of the aircraft desired,
Sir.
aware of the handling requirements of the aircraft that is desired, and has got his life on line when he flies.
Sir.
And therefore, his dedication to the whole process of designing an aircraft is of very much importance.
Very correct, sir.
He is involved from day one,
Sir.
because if it's an aircraft which has to be flown either on the ground by a remote pilot or in the air by a pilot sitting in the cockpit, the test pilot has to be involved.
So he has to observe the complete life cycle.
Absolutely.
From design till execution.
Absolutely. He has to see how is the arrangement of the instrumentation done,
Sir.
so that he can fly the aircraft to its ideal goal. He has to make sure that every requirement spelt out by people sitting on the ground and deciding, oh, this aircraft should go 1,000 kilometers. It should go at this speed. It should go to this altitude. Whether that has been realized or not, that you don't wait for the last day to decide whether you find it, whether it's happened or not. It has to be planned out from the very beginning.
Sir.
From day one, you have to start the design, you have to iterate it, you have to look at it, each process, and get involved from it. And only then do you realize a platform which achieves what you set out to do.
Very correct, sir. Sir, you explained beautifully how a test pilot executes these missions which are very riskier. कभी लाइफ में सर हर किसी फाइटर पायलट के लाइफ में होता है कि उसको इमरजेंसीज फेस करनी होती है. इन योर फ्लाइंग जर्नी व्हाट वाज द स्केरिएस्ट मोमेंट और एक्टिविटी व्हेन यू हैड टू face an emergency and you were almost lost? Oh, what this has happened?
I must tell you about an accident which I was involved in.
Sir.
I remember the date vividly in my mind.
Sir.
17th of March, 1993.
Sir.
I was airborne in a Kiran, which is a 2-seater aircraft,
Sir.
which is used for training in the
ट्रेनिंग
Indian
के
Air
लिए
Force.
काम में आता है सर.
It's a jet. It got a Rolls-Royce Viper jet engine,
Sir.
and it is equipped with ejection seats. It is designed and manufactured by HAL, and it's probably the copy of a British design called the Jet Provost.
Sir.
A lot of resemblance. On this date, I had got airborne from AST, which is in Bangalore,
Sir.
for what we call a continuation training to keep in touch with the aircraft regularly. If you have a long gap between flights, you tend to lose your motor skills and tend to, start losing your capability to fly the aircraft.
Sir.
So for continuity training, we fly aircraft regularly. And on that fine day, it was perfect weather, I had Squadron Leader Arvind Sharma with me, who was a flight test engineer.
Okay, sir.
He was sitting with me on the right side, me on the left.
Sir.
He's a flight test engineer from the Jaguar background.
Sir.
And we got airborne. We took off and headed towards Krishnagiri, which is a town in Tamil Nadu.
Sir.
Just about 50 or 70 kilometers from Bangalore.
Sir.
And a very quiet area sector where we could operate with full freedom to do aerobatics. And we climbed up, we did a spin, and I did a few loops. And then as I was getting into one more loop, suddenly I heard the aircraft give a shudder.
Okay.
And there was a big grinding noise. And I looked inside and I saw that my engine RPM had got stuck at about 80%.
Sir.
And the jet pipe temperature, which is a very critical engine parameter, had started rising rapidly. It had crossed 700, going towards 800.
Oh.
These are all the limits of that aircraft. And in next to no time, we would have lost the engine because it would have burnt itself out.
Sir.
I had but no choice but to immediately throttle back the aircraft, quickly put the HP off,
Sir.
which is the fuel shut-off cock of the aircraft, off, to prevent the temperature going beyond limits. All this was a decision which had to be taken in real quick time. And
must be in seconds, sir.
In seconds. Not only seconds, in
milliseconds.
probably in less than a second.
Nanoseconds, yeah.
And at the same time, this is a single engine aircraft. Shutting down your engine in the air,
flying without engine,
was something which you always thought that it could happen, but you were never sort of totally...
It will happen with me.
Exactly. And on that day. So quickly put the HP off, put the aircraft into a glide, and started looking around as to what to do next.
Yes.
The action required was to see if that the aircraft was windmilling, the RPM was good enough, try a relight now, and hope that the engine now picks up. We went through the process. In the meanwhile, I told Arvind, we might have to eject.
Sir.
If the engine doesn't pick up. I called up Bangalore, the air traffic control, told them, this is my problem.
Sir.
I'm too far away from Hosur, which is the nearest airfield to glide to. I told them we might have to eject.
Okay, sir.
We went through a quick attempt to relight. It failed.
Oh, it failed?
It failed because the moment I put the HP on again, the temperature started rising once again. So I had to quickly go off. And the grinding noise, with the engine off, the grinding noise had ceased. It looked like an engine problem associated probably with some oil issue. The oil light had not yet come on. But obviously there was a grinding sound which was indicative of some mechanical problem.
Sir.
Tried one more relight. Continued briefing Arvind, we will have to eject.
Third time relight.
Second relight.
Second time.
And it failed. The moment this happened, by this time we were fairly low. It was time to go.
Sir.
The silence was what was very shocking, You're used to an aircraft with a background sound. And the sudden silence, when the aircraft becomes a glider, and it is gliding at 130 knots, it was like absolutely, and I could, on RT, we had headphones. I was telling Arvind, we'll have to eject. I'm now going to blow off the canopy and you'll have to pull the handle. So the system is a mechanical and manual system rather than the automatic system, which is there in most aircrafts today.
Sir.
So I reached between the two seats and blew off the canopy.
Acha. And you ejected?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
I blew off the canopy. Now the ejection sequence had to be taken by one by one.
Sir.
The right seat goes first, and after that I follow. As the captain, I go last. So, moment I blew the canopy, condensation started within the cockpit.
Okay.
Cool air from outside started coming in and started condensing into mist form.
Okay.
And very strong wind speed. You know, the wind speed is about 220 kilometers per hour.
Sir.
That is the glide speed. And whatever residual air was seeping into the cockpit and at rapid rate.
Sir.
And probably because of which our RT leads, either mine or Arvind's, got snapped.
Oh.
So I now announced eject, which is the standard protocol to get him out of the aircraft. Because until he goes, I cannot leave. Arvind was like dazed. You can imagine. He was a flight test engineer, not a pilot. And therefore his orientation and
reflective
was not as
equal to pilot.
Because we have throughout our lives been taught you have to eject and the time will come and you have to pull the handle. And here, and you have this drilling down into your brains. This is a requirement.
Sir.
Arvind was sort of looking around and, and time was now
it's hardly
rushing
game
rapidly.
of seconds.
The aircraft is coming down. So I started trying to tell Arvind to what to do, because I could realize what I was saying was not going through. Even though I was screaming with my mask on, whatever I was saying was probably not reaching him. So I started indicating to him what to do. And if he were not about to do it, I would have done it for him. That was the way it was going. But I think he sort of got out of his daze, quickly pulled the handle. And I saw him leave, It's a huge flash. You can imagine a rocket and a gun firing next to you, less than 20 centimeters from my body. He flew upwards. I didn't waste my time. I pulled again. I also went out. Because I had now no time left. I could see the ground rush up.
Sir.
And probably within a few seconds, the aircraft would have hit the ground.
Oh.
And I got out.
I hope both were safe, sir.
Yeah, we were absolutely safe.
Sir.
And both of us absolutely perfectly fine. 9 days later, both of us flew in a MiG-21. So that is the sort of safety which we achieved. Just 9 days after this ejection, we flew again. We were admitted immediately the same evening into the command hospital in Bangalore. Went through a process of testing and checks and medical checks to ensure that everything was fit. And 9 days later, I flew a MiG-21 with him, Type 69 trainer. Sure. So we were fit. We were lucky.
I think these are the kind of situations. That's why we say that fighter pilots and aviators, they are the hero of the Indian Air Force.
These are things where things which you have to do,
sir,
and you're called to do it. And if you don't do it, you will be no more. You will become accident statistics.
Sir.
So there are times in life when you have to do something.
Sir.
You will do it. I think it will come naturally.
It's a game of life and death, sir.
Absolutely.
Did you ever face a situation जहाँ पर आपको अपना साथी, your brother in arms, you had to lose because of such any accident? And how did you next day flew for your combat role again?
I didn't have a situation like this where I had to fly in combat again. But I do remember in my squadron, I had just come back from leave.
Sir.
I had landed back in Gwalior when I heard that my commanding officer, Wing Commander Joe Bakshi,
sir,
this was the 8th of October. He had gone into the ground during low-level aerobatics at Palam.
Okay.
He was my commanding officer.
Sir.
We were very fond of him. Very flamboyant and dashing person.
Sir.
A very good human being. Very jovial. And a father figure to all of us.
Sir.
very entertaining, very nice human being. So, and like a father to us. I remember the feeling of sadness, the feeling of helplessness when such a man goes away so suddenly.
Sir.
I wasn't there where it happened. I was at that time in Gwalior. Just landed back from a spot of leave and just got to know about it. And the shock of the whole thing, the whole atmosphere in the squadron.
Sir.
Suddenly, you have lost a commanding officer. Was really terrible. I was deputed to go to Palam to pick up his body 2 days later, which was in a coffin, and we bought it in an aircraft from Palam back to Gwalior. I feel extremely upset about the whole the sad that such a tragedy took place.
Sir.
And I wish it happens to none of us.
But Indian force remains always ready, sir. Even if this happens, next day I am sure we fly again. How this thing comes? Because sir, आज की टाइम में हम देखते हैं छोटा किसी की लाइफ में फेलियर होता है, कोई अपसेटिंग इवेंट होता है, they become depressed and they don't find a way to move. We would like to hear, sir, how warriors prepare themselves even in this kind of situation that they go for their mission next time.
Look, we are in a dangerous profession.
Sir.
Fighter flying. Flying itself is an extremely dangerous activity because it is the man and the machine are being stretched to a limit. This is not civil flying where you're going from Delhi to Bangalore. We are talking about flying a single engine fighter, flying with one pilot,
Sir.
flying with weapons which are themselves explosive in nature, and all of them having designed to a certain level of safety, which is far below those that are acceptable in a civilian environment. This is the way it is.
Sir.
Because if you were to make an aircraft as safe as you would like it to be, its weight would be too heavy and it would not be possible to perform to the sort of level of expectations of what you would have on it. So, given that, a fighter aircraft or a transport aircraft in the Air Force, because of the role it is flown in, it is inherently dangerous.
Sir.
Our challenge is to carry on practicing it, to manage this risk and make it possible to do it as far as possible safely.
Sir.
As far as regards the depression part of it when something bad goes wrong, I think all of us are human beings.
Sir.
Things go wrong. Most of the time it goes right.
Sir.
When it does go wrong, it goes very wrong in a very spectacular fashion. But just remember, for every bad day, there are 100 good days which are going to follow.
Great, sir.
And
For
that's the way
every
you should live
bad
life.
day, there will be 100 good days.
Absolutely.
What a mantra, sir. Sir, you talked about that failures are part of this game and this is a dangerous game. Many of our viewers who are aspiring to become a fighter pilot, what advice you will give them, how they should develop their traits so they can become a fighter pilot and a successful fighter pilot?
If you have decided to become a fighter pilot, congratulations.
Sir.
You're entering a field which is very challenging. Don't do it because you feel it is very glamorous. Do it because you have passion for flying and you feel that this is the way you would like to live your life. Be rest assured, if you have got into fighter flying with the right reasons, you're going to thoroughly enjoy this journey. You're going to face multiple challenges. But be rest assured, when you overcome these challenges, you feel that much better than what you ever felt before in your life.
Sir.
In my entire career in the Air Force, I must tell you, I have felt every sortie that I have done, in some which way or the other, teaches me something new. And more importantly, it makes me aspire to do something better.
Great, sir.
That is the mantra which I think you should never forget. And if you were to do that, flying doesn't become a job. It becomes a passion. It becomes something which you would like to do even on a Sunday. When the rest of the world would like to go and have a weekend off,
Sir.
you'd prefer to be in the cockpit flying.
जुनून बन जाएगा सर.
Absolutely. It's a passion.
Yes, sir. Sir, let's take a situation, since we all know that as a fighter pilot, you have achieved the position like AOC in C. It's a successful journey. You have all decorations and gallantry award. If you meet Cadet Raghunath Nambiar in his days of training at the age of 18, what advice or words would you like to tell him today?
I got into the Air Force,
Sir.
because of probably the background I came from. My father was in the Indian Air Force.
Sir.
He was a navigator. He used to fly the Liberators and the Canberra. And therefore, from day one, the day I was born in an Air Force environment with aircrafts flying around, normally located in an airfield. The sound of fighter jets in the sky, low-level aerobatics, flying everywhere in our life. And therefore, it was but natural that I developed a feeling to fly like a bird, to be in the sky, to look from top to bottom, and get the feeling that this is the way for me. From the day of the cadet to the day I retired, I had spent 42 years in uniform.
Sir.
4 of them non-commissioned and 38 of them commissioned.
Okay, sir.
If I were to live my life all over again, and if I were to be given a choice at the age of 17, when I became a cadet, do things differently, and this is the sort of roadmap for you.
Sir.
You have a road which goes to the left or right. Which road would you take? I think with 2020 hindsight, I would have done the same thing which I did then.
Okay.
I wouldn't have
No
done
changes.
any way differently. No.
Sir.
Because having lived this life,
Sir.
seen the challenges, having overcome all of them,
Sir.
had a safe life where I walked out of many situations
Sir.
with my head held high. I feel this was almost perfect life.
Super, sir. Congratulations for achieving that perfection in life.
Thank
sir.
you.
Before we depart, sir, last question. Let me take you back to the present era where you are today. When you fly in a fighter aircraft, you are on such heights with so dangerous game, such a challenging profession. Sometimes you know that you are not sure that you will come back and you will land safely. I believe that thought always comes into everybody's mind, whosoever does this kind of dangerous flying. What is in your mind when you are above 30,000 feet? What do you think? What is your perspective about ego and about your life? How does those heights change your look for the life?
You see, we don't think about death when you're flying.
Sir.
All these thoughts come to you when you have spare time available.
Sir.
Flying an aircraft is a complex task, especially a single seat aircraft where there is only one pilot who has to do everything. There are a whole bunch of studying to be done, emergencies to be revised, procedures to be executed to near perfection. And the process itself is very complex.
Sir.
It would appear to a bystander, oh, here is this guy, he just gets up in the morning, gets into the cockpit, takes off, comes back, lands,
Sir.
has breakfast. It's not so simple. The fact is, flying is challenging. Fighter flying, single engine, single seat, aircraft flying is complex
Sir.
and requires strenuous effort. The moment your engine starts up and you are immersed fully in the flight itself,
Sir.
your family, your father, your mother, your brother, your wife, your child, everything is forgotten. You're fully immersed into this task. You're fully immersed into each and every sequence of events which take place. And you are therefore with it. And as long as you're with it, you don't have time for anything else. Second thoughts about whether I will come back alive, whether I will die.
Sir.
These things don't come into the picture at all.
Great.
They are all after you come back and you start, reminiscing about what and all happened and where are the risks and where are the challenges and where are the other issues. That's when you start thinking. But when action is required, you have no time for self-doubt. Everything happens very quickly and very rapidly.
Sir.
And success lies in being up to it. And I do believe all of us, each one of us, whether you're a fighter pilot or you're a transport pilot, whether you're an engineer, whether you're a logistician, whether you're a doctor, in each of our professions, we will always get an opportunity to shine.
Sir.
Not once, not twice, but 10 times.
Sir.
Opportunity will come, hit your door, bash it open and tell you, take it on.
Super.
Shine, do well, grow up, explode,
Sir.
and achieve success. All this will be almost shoved down your throat.
Sir.
And if you just have to be with the flow, be ready to raise your hand and volunteer when required, and you just cannot go wrong.
Great, sir.
सबका नंबर आएगा.
थैंक्स सर. आई थिंक आपका भी नंबर आने वाला है, आपको भी तैयार हो जाने वाला है. अपॉर्चुनिटी इज देयर, ओनली यू हैव टू रेज योर हैंड. थैंक्स अ लॉट सर. Really enjoyed this journey and your experiences. Such a fabulous journey and valuable. And thanks to everyone and Jai Hind.
Jai Hind.